It doesn't make sense. Take another pass at the script. It doesn't make sense.
Christy and Katie here talking about everything, everywhere, all at once. We are indeed everything, everywhere, all at once. And Katie's going to describe this movie to you. And we don't agree on this movie.
Yeah. I mean, Everything Everywhere All at Once could not be a more accurate title.
There's a great evil spreading throughout the many verses. And you may be our only chance of stopping it.
The Daniels, the filmmakers behind this film, just throw every single movie reference, joke, weird idea, like stoned thought, nonsensical notion, like raunchy idea, like straight at the screen in total chaotic manner. I admire deeply the audacity and the daring original vision that this film is. I hated the experience of watching it. Sorry, I did not tell you what the film was about. I don't even know if I can tell you what the film is about, except that Michelle Yeoh is in a multiverse.
Which is a badass idea because she's awesome.
It is, if like any lick of it made sense, because this movie is just like constant explaining. It's just like the characters are like constantly being like, well, then this is how this works. And like, if you want to jump to another multiverse, you have to like do a really weird thing. And then you have to like, and then suddenly you know how to do martial arts. It's like sliding doors going like constantly. And if there's a character, if they're using this like get out of jail free card, which is characters going, that doesn't make sense, then like, it doesn't make sense. Take another pass at the script. It doesn't make sense.
Well, who is Michelle Yeoh, first of all? We can say who she is and what she does.
She's a woman named Evelyn who owns a laundromat. She's very stressed out. She's very harried, and she's getting audited. And she's also got a daughter who wants to introduce her girlfriend to the family. She's got her father from China. Her husband is running around holding these divorce papers ominously. And it's at the tax audit where her husband suddenly is like, you're in a multiverse. Go.
But he's not really her husband. He's like some other version of her husband.
I could not begin to explain to you like what that is. I can't tell you like what the device is of like her husband suddenly just becoming a different person.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're all versions of ourselves, right? And so like the version who Alpha Waymond, he's played by Huy Quan, who was Short Round in Temple of Doom and Data in The Goonies. And
he's great. I thought he was fantastic.
He is. And so like the alpha version of him kicks in and says, I've been looking for you across all these multiverses. I finally found you. You're the right Evelyn. And she's like, I have no time for this. It's a really busy day. And finally she learns to tap into her inner badass in various forms.
But why does any of this happen? Because they're getting audited? Like, why? Like, it's just like nothing in this script is motivated for me.
I think because she's at her breaking point in every way. And so part of you wonders, is this like a manifestation of her stress and it's not really happening? Like, is it all her fantasy world of what it would have been like to be a martial arts badass, or what it would have been like to be a movie star, or what it would have been like to be anybody else but her, living the life that she thinks is not at all what she dreamed of? You know, is it truly happening, or is this just like her fantasy when she checks out at the IRS? And, you know, Jamie Lee Curtis in this really, really dumpy, showy, it's like dumpy and showy at the same time.
Right.
It's sort of a hilarious and weird physical performance. Like she's the woman at the tax office who is haranguing them about their receipts. I'm not sure it matters whether it's really happening or it's just her dream. I guess the idea is that she's exploring what her full potential might have been. Right. She became a wife. She became a mom. She's miserable. She runs this laundromat in Simi Valley.
Yeah, I mean,
she wanted to be when she left China. Go ahead.
I admire this like question of like, what are our other potential lives? Nothing about the execution worked for me.
It's really stylish though. It's like, it's nonstop color action. It's raunchy. It's throwing a lot of stuff at the wall and not all of it sticks. Like the whole thing with the hot dog hands, I could not get behind. Everything that Stephanie Hsu is doing as her daughter is really fun because she gets to be bitchy, snarky, funny, vulnerable. She gets to wear all the most outrageous costumes, and that's a lot of fun. but it is over 2 hours long. It is so long.
It's a trillion hours long. I also, Christy, literally started counting the endings. There
So
are
many.
9. There's 9. There's 9 endings. I swear to God. Because I was like, as soon as they did the first like fake out ending, I was like, now we're gonna start counting.
Yeah.
And there's chapter titles in this movie, and I found the use of the chapter titles to be rude. Like I was like, you cannot put a chapter title 2 hours and 10 minutes into your 2 hour and 12-minute movie. That's rude. And I just like, I think that there's a certain, I think for me, like I really admire the boldness of the vision and all of the ideas they have going on. I just felt like it's asking a lot of the viewer to dedicate their attention and understanding and their goodwill towards this movie that it does not reciprocate. Like I was like, you need, I like to be like kind of held by a film and sort of carried, even if it takes me to an unexpected place. Like I want to sort of know that I'm in good hands with the filmmakers, and I did not feel that way here.
No, you're not being held and carried. You're being assaulted.
Yes.
And maybe you're being challenged and maybe you're being entertained, but it's a lot. It's a very arduous sit. I mean, it's
Yes.
fun sometimes. Some of the pop culture references and movie references are very funny. The Daniels previous film that I enjoyed was Swiss Army Man, and part of why that's fun is it's a really different role for Daniel Radcliffe.
Right.
But again, that is physical and it's daring and it's weird and it's profane and it's raunchy, and this has got all that stuff too. As a showcase for these actors getting to do fun stuff and challenging stuff, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, the actors are, I mean, Michelle Yeoh's great. She's sort of doing comedy, which is really fun.
Sure.
Huy Quan is awesome. I think he gets the best fight scene. So I really enjoyed him.
James Hong is a big surprise here too.
Yes,
He gets to play various versions of his character. So yeah, it's a lot. And if you want that lot, great, but you might not. So what is your number?
My number is a 3.8. Again, it is totally up to the viewer. I did not enjoy this experience, but I know a lot of people are also enjoying this movie. So it's really, you know, viewer's choice.
I'm saying 6.8. It just keeps going. It just won't end. And if this were a little shorter and a little tighter and a little less indulgent, it would be better, but it also wouldn't be this overwhelming symphony of an experience that the Daniels want you to have.
It would not be everything everywhere all at once.
It'd be some places at some times, and some things maybe.